Hey guys, iMAT here. I have been using this DT Watch Ultra 2 for the past few days now, and in today's video I'll be sharing my experience on it with you. It comes in only $20 and is an alternative of the Samsung Watch 8. I hope this video will help you in deciding if this watch is for you or not. But before we start, I have noticed that still a lot of you are not subscribed to the channel, so I would really appreciate if you can take a moment and hit the subscribe button. Also, a surprise unboxing of a product that you all have been asking me to review is coming tonight on the Unbox with iMAT, so make sure you are subscribed there too. As I mentioned in the intro, the body takes the inspiration from the Samsung Watch 8. I really like this new shape. It looks like a mixture of the Samsung Watch 7 and the Samsung Watch Ultra, and I really like the simple and sleek look. On the top we get a 1.43 inches TFT display. They have said that they are not using AMOLED display to keep the price in a budget range. As far as I have checked, the colors are quite good of this display, and it's quite brighter and will be visible in the daylight, but I would have really appreciated an AMOLED display which would have provided it with pure black color and a better battery life with the always on display. The display is also smooth to use and you won't be noticing many lags in it, but still an AMOLED display would have been better. Other than that, on the body we get two keys, one to access the menu which is also the return key, and we have this lock screen button here. On the back we have strap locks, and the straps are quite good in quality and they also fit quite well like the Samsung Watch, and they won't come out until you press the button and then push the straps out. It sits comfortably on every wrist size. I'm quite skinny and you can see that it's not looking bad on my wrist too. What do you think about its look? Let me know in the comments. If you take a quick look at the system UI, we have the control center, then we get the split screen, we have quick access applications, and from bottom to top we get the notifications. We also get multiple menu styles here. This one has to be my favorite since it resembles the original watch. Other than that we have many different ones, but once again I would either prefer the one similar to the Samsung Watch or the list view. Although the watch is powered by FitCloud Pro are not my favorite when it comes to the UI, but in this watch they have worked really well and overall the system UI looks good. Then if you talk about the watch faces, most of them resemble the original watch. We also have themed versions available and we get 5 built-in watch faces. That's a quite low number in my opinion, but still it is what it is. You are stuck with these 5 built-in watch faces. It works with the FitCloud Pro application, and if you would like to install more watch faces, then you will have to access its dial market. It contains a lot of watch faces, but there are only a few quality ones, and if you want to use your own picture from the gallery, then you can customize this watch face only, and the customizations it has to offer only includes changing the clock position. Also, another thing that I don't like is that you can use only one watch face from the dial market or the gallery. Even though it misses an AMOLED display, but it comes with the always on display option, and it has two styles available inside it, one with this pointer clock and one with this digital clock. The screen of dial can stay on until the battery runs out. If it had an AMOLED display, it would have easily provided you 2 to 3 days of battery life, but since it doesn't, so with the screen of dial it's going to give you around 6 to 7 hours of battery life only. And if you talk about the screen time, then the maximum screen time is 30 seconds, and after 30 seconds of inactivity, the display is either going to turn off or turn on the screen of dial. It misses the palm gesture and the tap to wake gesture and only comes with the raise to wake option. It also comes with many sport modes inside it. Unfortunately, it is missing GPS, which I was not even expecting in this price. And when you start a sport mode, it runs a 3 seconds timer and then it will show the important metrics here. You can also swipe here if you want to take a look at all of the stats. It also does not allow you to control the media playing on the device while the sports mode is running. So there are a few options missing here. And you all might be thinking that there are not a lot of sport modes here. It's because the rest of the sport modes are in the FitCloud Pro application, and here you can go to Sports Push, where you will be able to add new sport modes in the smartwatch. To see if the pedometer can be trusted to count the steps throughout the day or not, I also performed a pedometer test. So let me take you to the results. So I'm back after the pedometer test. I took a sample of 1000 steps. I also took my iPhone 16 Pro with me to compare the values. If you go to the health application, I performed the test from 7 PM to 8 PM, in which my iPhone has counted 1000 steps. So there is a difference of only 18 steps. It is quite amazing. Do remember that the smartwatch does not come with the GPS inside it, and after this test I can say that the smartwatch has passed my pedometer test. To stay one step ahead of weather, you can also turn on weather reports, and if you compare the values with my iPhone, then they are quite similar and the weather server seems quite good. It also shows the weather for the upcoming 6 days. Other than that, we have the workout records which stores your workout data, and then we also get the compass here. So you'll have to move it in 8 figure to calibrate it, and once the calibration is done right, the compass will start to work. And to keep the values accurate, make sure you keep it away from a magnet or your smartphone, because as soon as a smartphone comes closer, it will disturb the values as you can see here. We also get the sedentary reminder and drink water reminder. It also includes many health related applications including a heart rate checker, then blood oxygen, blood pressure and blood glucose checker. I only trust the values provided by the heart rate and the blood oxygen level checker, and I think that the rest of these applications are fake. And to check the heart rate accuracy, I performed the Oximeter test pre-workout as well as post-workout, so let's head over to that. While measuring your heartbeat, it is recommended to wear the smartwatch at a 2-finger distance from the wrist bone. So let's start and take our first measurement. So both devices are showing around 95 beats per minute at the moment, and as the value is rising on the smartwatch, it is also rising on the Oximeter. You can see that the values are continuously fluctuating, and still both of them are showing similar values. Now I'm gonna do some exercise to see if the smartwatch will still show similar values after the workout or not. So I'm back after doing some exercise. Let's go ahead and measure the heartbeat once again. So the Oximeter is currently showing 140 beats per minute, and the smartwatch is also showing similar values as you can see. And as the value is coming down on the smartwatch, it's also coming down on the Oximeter, and the smartwatch has passed my Oximeter test too. After that we have the sleep tracker here. So it says that I slept for around 6 hours and 7 minutes. It's kind of accurate because I slept from around 1:50 am to 4:50 am and then from 8:40 am to 11:40 am. But here is the fun fact, it is showing incorrect data. So I turned on the do not disturb mode, and if you are not walking and the steps are not increasing, the smartwatch is going to think that you are sleeping at night. Here you can see that it has mentioned that I went to sleep at 1:30 am and woke up at 7:42 am. During this time, it has mentioned that I woke up from 4:51 to 4:56, and that's when I woke up and moved to my desk. And from 4:56 am to 7:42 am, the smartwatch was on my wrist and I was not moving. And the smartwatch continued to think that I am still sleeping. So that's how accurate the sleep tracker is. But if you keep the do not disturb mode turned on from 10 PM to around 8 AM, and if you're actually sleeping and not taking any steps, the smartwatch will measure your sleep data. After that we have Zen mode or breathe training. You can select the time from here and then start it from here, and after running a 3 seconds timer, it's going to start the breathe training. The smartwatch can sync all of the health data in the application, and if you go to the Me tab here, it can also sync the data to Apple Health as well as WeChat Sports. Unfortunately, Strava option is missing here. And now let's talk about the rest of the options in the watch application. So as you can see the wallet and business card option here, so you can save the QR codes of your payment profiles as well as social profiles, and anyone can scan them from here to directly access your accounts. Then we have push notifications, and here we get the more reminders option, which means it can even send you the notifications for the applications which are not listed here. It vibrates when you receive a new notification, and when you will turn on the display, it will show a full screen prompt. And if you go to the notification center, here's how it's shown like. Unfortunately, it won't support emojis or scrolling. And since the notifications are shown in full screen, so there is no red dot alert for the unread notifications. If you want the display to wake up after receiving a notification, you can go to settings, notifications and turn on the wake screen option. In the control center, we also get the Bluetooth calling option. You can enable it by enabling this call audio button. And once it is turned on, you can receive calls directly on it, and you can also accept them. Here we have the option to transfer the calls to the smartphone and back to the smartwatch from here, which is one of the best options. Then we have the sound adjustment and the mute option. If you do not want the smartwatch to ring when you receive a call, you can go to vibration and ring, and here use the mode to be vibration only. Also, if it is not showing the name of the caller for you, go to settings and go to your Bluetooth settings. Then here is the smartwatch Bluetooth connection. here you need to make sure that sync context is enabled. After that, you can also install motion games in the smartwatch. These applications are played using gestures, and after wearing the smartwatch, you can use the raise to wake gesture to perform the steps in the game. Then we have the game center here. It has one game available in the smartwatch, while the game center is not showing any game in it. It seems like a bug because it is not even showing a game in the My Game section. After that, we have the basic smartwatch features, like you can use the smartwatch as a Bluetooth shutter button and click pictures directly using it. Then we have the elevated heart measurement, automatic health monitoring, and the find the smartwatch option. And other than that, you can also sync your favorite contacts in the smartwatch, and then you will be able to call them directly from here. We also get the chat GPT option here, which is going to use the network sharing option. So you need to be connected to your smartphone, and the smartphone needs to be connected with an internet connection in order for it to work. Let's try it out. Tell me about iPhone 7. So you can see that it heard me well and is showing the response here, but unfortunately you cannot access the full answer. So it's better if you ask it the questions which are one-liner only. And now let's take a look at all of the utility applications. We get the voice assistant option here, and once Bluetooth calling is enabled, you will be able to access the voice assistant directly on the smartwatch, where you can give it commands from here. Then we have the music player, using which you can control the media playing on the device, and currently the smartphone is not switching the sound to the smartwatch. It's because the music audio option is turned off here. If you want to switch the sound from the smartphone to the smartwatch, then you can turn on this option, and after that the sound can be played on the smartwatch. Then we have Stopwatch, and you can start it from here and add as many laps as you want, but still there is a limit, and you can add a maximum of 99 laps. Unfortunately, it won't allow you to access the laps during the stopwatch. While the stopwatch is running, you'll have to pause it first and then access the laps. Another thing that I really don't like is that it won't allow you to exit while the stopwatch is running. After that, we have timer here, so let's set a timer for 1 second, and when the timer ends, it only vibrates twice. It won't continue to vibrate and won't even ring. So in my opinion, it can easily go unnoticed. After that, we have alarm clock. So something that I really don't like about the FitCloud Pro watches is that you can only add alarms using the watch application. There is no option to add alarms directly in the smartwatch. And once you have added an alarm, you can turn it off or on from here, but you can't add it or delete it. Here's how the alarm is shown. It rings as well as vibrates, and here we have the snooze option. If you do not want the alarm to ring, you can go to settings, and here scroll down to vibration and ring, and here turn on the vibration mode, then the alarms will only vibrate. Then you get the calendar option. You can access the calendar for the upcoming and the previous months, but there is no option to add reminders or events. And here we have calculator, which has the basic functionalities like multiplication, division and subtraction, but it misses the percentage option. In the end, it comes with a battery capacity of 300 mAh and will take around 1 to 2 hours to fully charge from 0% to 100%. It's recommended that you use a low voltage charger, and if you want the bedside clock mode, then you'll have to go all the way down to settings and then go to battery and turn on the charging clock option. After that, it will also show the bedside clock mode. Since it does not come with an AMOLED display, so the battery timing is not good when using the screen off dial. And with the screen off dial enabled, it will give you around 5 to 7 hours of battery life only. But with it disabled, it can give you around a week of battery life. So do remember that the battery life is not bad. It's that the AMOLED display turns off all of the lights behind this black area. That's why it provides you with the better battery life. But since it has TFT display, so the lights are continuously on even on the black background. That's why it gives such a bad battery life when the screen off dial is enabled. So guys, that's all from today's video. What do you think about it? In my opinion, the only thing missing in this smartwatch is an AMOLED display. Other than that, it has a great battery life. It also comes with some nice watch faces. The pedometer as well as the oximeter sensors are working amazingly well. To place an order, you can find the purchase link in the description box below, and I would really appreciate if you can use that link while purchasing. For the upcoming videos, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. I will see you in the next one.